particular place to go. All right. I got like 24 minutes, so I got to be to work. So, what y'all want to talk about? Back at it again with the Periscope. Can Jesus fly? Of course, man. He's super fast. You can ask me anything. Let's just chat. Praise the Lord. First time, Boss Coco. Welcome. Tyrese and Tank. Ken sent me something, and I forgot about it. What's the shirt? This is the Gospel Greats t-shirt. Let's talk about this for 1 second, okay? Because somebody asked me, where's Kim Burrell? At home. Okay, she's probably at home. I don't know where Kim Burrell is. Don't know her schedule. Haven't checked the website. I love Kim Burrell. I don't consider. I just don't consider. I like her. I love her. I did this shirt, Ken Mosley. My dad asked me why he ain't on the shirt. Dad, you had one album. You had one album, Dad. 5 songs. The one I get the most is Where's Israel? Also, probably at home. There's a reason I didn't put Israel on. I consider Israel a Christian contemporary music artist more than a gospel. That's why. When I think of gospel, I don't think of Israel. If I made a CCM artist, he'd probably be the first person. Now, we sing a lot of Israel songs, but I don't think he is. And I looked on his Wikipedia just to make sure I wasn't crazy. And they call him a Christian contemporary music artist, praise and worship artist, and he also sings gospel. Let's see the names one more again. Okay, we got the Winans, all Winans, even Phase 2. Angie and Debbie, all y'all. Just because of Marvin, Carvin, Ron, and Dan, all the Winans have been grandfathered in. Clark's, Karen, Jackie, all them. I can't even see it because of the comments. Pace, that's Joe and the Pace family. Because Joe Pace, he lucked out. I love Joe, but he lucked out. The Pace sisters and Joe. Honestly, guys, these are just my favorites. So Joe Pace. Moss, that's Maddie Moss. That's Jay Moss. He lucked out. You got the Hawkins family, all them. Cleveland, James, Daryl Coley, Calling Daryl, Kurt Carr, Andre Crouch, Rance Allen, anybody else named Allen, Kirk Franklin, Richard Smallwood, John Prince Key, Yolanda Adams, Ricky Dillard, Donnie McClurkin, Fred Hammond, Donna Lawrence, Marvin Sapp, the Campbells, Erica, Tina, Warren, Walker, Hezekiah, and James Moore. Yolanda Adams, yes. How did Marvin Sapp get on? Because I love Marvin Sapp, guys. The Hawkins is on there. Hawkins is on there. Yeah, Hawkins is right there. I love Yolanda Adams. That's why. Through the Storm. No, I'm not about to argue with y'all. It says Clark's on there. Commissioned ain't a last name. Orlando Draper. No, Orlando Draper shouldn't be on there. Yeah, I made this shirt, V. George. I'm not finna argue about this. Who should have went on there? That's the problem with this shirt. Everybody feels like they who should have been on. They just decide who should have been on. The shirt will be all over the front and back, and I don't want to have it like that. And somebody was like, "You gonna do a new school version?" No, because the only artist that I would put on there, it would be 5 people. It would be Travis Green, Anthony Brown. Okay, maybe more than 5. Travis Green, Anthony Brown, Jonathan McReynolds, Ty. I can never put my 4th finger up. What is that? 2, 3, and that 4th one, I look like I got the color purple hand. I never can do that. I don't know what it is about myself. What is that? I gotta find a new way to count. I'm gonna do that. I can't go thumb, because then I get stuck here, and that's just dumb. What is that? I look like I have the leprosy. The leprosy. Yeah, please, murder. Murder. Remember that, Jay? Is Jay still in here? Murder, please, murder. Okay. Man, I really wanted to talk about Nina Simone and Zoe Saldana in a longer scope, and maybe I still will. Look, guys, I love Zoe Saldana. I have met Zoe Saldana at my job. She is a beautiful person. George, this shirt is on the side right now, baby boy. Zoe Saldana should not be playing Nina Simone. If you have to make Zoe dark-skinned, you should not have to. You should not. Here's the problem, guys. Making Zoe Saldana dark-skinned is the assumption that a woman with Nina Simone's complexion can't play Nina Simone. And that's just not true. You put blackface on because you're saying this is the best we got. Okay, the same thing that Hollywood says when they make gods of Egypt all white. They're like, the best people we think to play Egyptians is white people. Y'all really don't think there's a woman with Uzo could do it? Like, let's not, I mean, even if y'all don't have, okay, I get it. You got to sell tickets, okay? I get it. You don't want to get an independent person, okay? Guys, there are other women with the same complexion as Nina Simone. I don't know if Zoe's singing, and maybe that's why. Tiana Paris. No, Viola Davis too old. Gabrielle Union. Uzo. Uzo could sing. India Arie. I don't know about Lupita. I love Lupita, though. I don't know. Zoe's a good actress. I'm not doubting that. Jennifer Hudson, I don't even think she has the same complexion. India Arie would be great, though. You disagree, Kevin? Or Jason? Well, Jason, how about you fire up your own scope and tell me why you disagree? Because I don't think you need to put that much makeup on to make Zoe. Somebody said that Zoe Saldana looked like Jimmy Early in Dreamgirls, and I about passed out. And they put a side by side of Zoe and Jimmy Early, and I was like, Jimmy got soul. Jimmy got soul. Jimmy got soul. Yes, V. George. There's enough actresses out there. I farted in here, and it stinks. I'm letting all these down. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't do it. I was trying to act like it. I let it slide out, and whew, good grief. That's all that kale. I couldn't even take my own stench. I was upset with my own self. Glory be to the Father. Whew. I gotta sit up and make sure all that's out. It's hot in here. Jesus, all that broccoli. I've been eating tender greens. Jesus. On the Heavenly Father, we love you. I'm gonna leave one of these down for a minute. All right, what else y'all want to talk about? That tender green salad. Boy, I had a tender green salad yesterday, and it's whew. I'm gonna need 2 of these down. All right, what else y'all want to talk about? I'll talk about Zoe Saldana in detail maybe later, but I probably won't. Donald Trump, I can't, Walter. I cannot. I don't have the energy. Long Island, I'm coming to Brian Karn. I don't know if I want to talk about the prophet because my mother-in-law was like, Kevin, don't you talk about the prophet. But if I was in Houston, I might have went to the 48 Hours of Power if it was free, just to see. Because I'm genuinely interested in what he wants to say. I'm going to Long Island. If he were a prophet, then you shouldn't talk about it. Mosley. I'm going to Long Island. What's the date, JD? The 15th? I'm going to Long Island, New York. 5/14. So if y'all are out there in Long Island, how far is Long Island from New York? It's a train ride, right? I love when you periscope while your car is stopped. Okay. Okay. Have y'all seen that Vine? Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Okay. Okay, so it's an hour away, and I wouldn't go an hour to see myself. So if you live in Long Island, come. Because I've never been. Okay. The LIRR train. Ferry ride. Metro North train. Okay. Where in Long Island? I don't know. That's all I know right now. The flyer is coming soon. Just because he messed up doesn't make him a false prophet. It means he's imperfect. Okay. I really don't want to talk about that. I'm not. That's one thing I don't want to talk about. It just... Okay. Central Eastslip, Long Island. Andrew Caldwell. Deliver won't go away. Deliver won't go away. You're our KevOnStage Periscope version. Oh, welcome. Andrew Caldwell versus Alexis Spite? What happened to that? If Andrew has an album out, I'm about to buy it. What is his songs gonna be? He got a lisp. Can you sing with a lisp? Who are me to judge? Who are me to judge? Who are me? Or who are me to judge? Who are me to judge? Who are me? Halfway. If I thought, sing with me halfway. If I thought, always say halfway. Halfway. Travis Green has a lisp, but he can sing. And he fell out a window. So, and God brought him back from the dead. Can Deliberate say that? So, boom. I love Travis King. He can sing. Halfway. Sing Deliberate. If I got... I'm not good at accents. That just sound like Mike Tyson with a fetish for men. Oh, we'll see halfway. If I thought we'll say how, who are me to death, who are me to death, who are me to death, whoa, whoa. Cat Williams apologized to Kevin Hart? No, I'm not into photography unless I'm just stunning on the gram. Travis is singing on the new William McDowell song. Oh, I need to listen to that. I like William McDowell. Anybody know who's being honored at the BET Honors this year? Who cares? I didn't hear Cat apologize, but I feel like he should have. Please say shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. Jay said McDowell always makes him think of McDowell's from Coming to America. I got the Big Mac. They got the Big Mick. We both got two all beef patty special sauce. But theirs has sesame seeds. Ours doesn't. That's such a great movie. That is such a great movie. Did Cat apologize for the fur coat? He should have. When are you and the Playmakers going to make more videos? That's actually coming up soon. Can we talk about that, Jay? Just signed the deal. We're coming back from the dead. We actually just signed the paperwork. Playmakers are back. Back at it again with the gospel videos. We're back and we're better. We want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. Baby, it's whatever. We're gonna go I believe, to Washington and film in the church that it all began in. Who is the most famous person I've ever met? I don't know, man. Fame is relative. Fame matters to who you are. Like, not a movie yet, Ken Mose, but hopefully these things will help to get to a movie. Russell is famous, but he ain't famous as Zay and JoJo. They have no idea who he is. They just think he's my boss. They're like, hey, is Mr. Russell going to be there? They don't know him from any other person at my job. To them, the most famous person they've ever met is Zendaya. They met Zendaya when we were doing Little Rascals. When Zay was doing Little Rascals, Zendaya came. So to them, Zendaya is the most famous person they've ever met. To me, I don't know. I met a lot of people. Probably the coolest person I've ever met was Hezekiah Walker, because Hezekiah Walker was Michael Jordan to me. So when I met him and he let the Playmaker perform at his church, I was like, oh my, you are Heze. You are Hezekiah Walker. I love your music. So I don't know. Yeah, Ken Mose like knows Kirk this like personally. So, but I'd be like super happy to meet Kirk. I actually met Kirk and he was so nice. So nice. See, Kirk Franklin is what makes me not like local gospel artists, because Kirk Franklin deserved to be like uppity and mean, and he was super nice. And then my friends from, well, not friends, but people I know in Washington who had released a 3-song album had writers. And I was just like, y'all are stupid. Y'all don't deserve to do this. Kirk was nice. Yeah, I met Tisha Campbell, but if I met her in 96, she'd probably be more famous. What else y'all want to talk about? Hez without Monique is like Martin without Gina. I don't know about that. Oh my gosh. I think Hez just loved his wife and supported her, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Somebody just said something that made me... Oh, my favorite Hez song. My favorite Hez song is my favorite song of all, and that song is How Many Times... Sing it, Tim. Will it take for me to learn that it's only in your will? I cry. I'll never learn. I'll never learn my life's reward. The honor due to me. Life eternally riches. That song's long. Timothy Figueroa. Lord, I know I take advantage of your grace, dear in this Christian race. Oh, but yet I still hear you calling my name. Come on, Tim. How many times? Okay. Where are you moving if Trump wins? I'm glad you asked that. Let me tell y'all something. Ain't nobody moving nowhere if Trump wins. Y'all ain't moving across the street if Trump wins. People are like, we going back to Africa, man. I'm going back to Africa if Trump wins. Have you looked up a ticket price to Africa? You ain't going to Africa, bruh. You can't even afford a one-way to Africa. You ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. You ain't moving back home to your grandma's house. You ain't moving across the street. You ain't downsizing. You ain't upsizing. You're going to be right here where you are. You ain't going nowhere. I'm going to Canada. You ain't got a passport. You don't have a passport. You don't have a passport. I'm going to Africa. Where's your passport? Where's your passport? You ain't going to Africa. You ain't going to Canada. You ain't moving to New Mexico, much less real Mexico. Where you going to work? Where you going to work in Canada? You speak French? Where are you going? You going to Africa? Where? What country? People don't even know a country. I'm going to Africa. What country? Africa. What country in Africa? Africa is a country. It's a continent. It's a what? A condiment? No, that's ketchup. You said condiment. I said continent. What? I'm going to be on a boat. You ain't been on a cruise. You ain't been on a 3-day cruise from Long Beach to Ensenada, Mexico. How you going to go on a boat to Africa? You ain't going nowhere. If your husband's in the military, maybe you're moving. But if your husband's in the military, then Donald Trump is his boss. He's a commander-in-chief. So where he gonna go? Everywhere he go, he's in America. So let's just stop saying we're moving anywhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Gonna go to Africa and do what? Go to Compton, Africa. And honestly, man, I would think about this because I'd be like, man, Donald Trump's still out here, huh? But how much does the president... What up, whoever's in the ADD thing? How much does the president affect your daily life? Your daily life? Not much. So he's going to be the president, and some things will probably be dumb, and some things will be better. But it ain't really going to affect your daily life like that. Your day-to-day life. It's right, Ken. It's about your local government. The laws in California affect me more than what Donald Trump does. And Obama, like, I love Obama, but, like, nothing Obama did directly affected me. I didn't need Obamacare. I wasn't gay to get married. He's a symbol of hope, and it's cool for my kids, and I love him for that, and he's a really good president to me, but, like, price of gas, okay, but I don't know if you can directly say the president's responsible for the price of gas. So, you're a federal employee, affects your income and job security. Maybe true. Maybe true. But Donald, Bernie, Hillary, Cruz, Rubio, Romney, any of them ain't gonna affect me daily like that. I'm still selling these shirts. It ain't gonna be like if he comes and says KevOnStage is getting his Kasich, that's his name. I was gonna say it, but I forgot. If he comes and says the KevOnStage YouTube channel getting shut down, then we got the problem. Then we got the problem. 8:59. To go see a man about a mule. I work at All Diff Digital. Somebody asked me that. It's a digital media company. I'm over unscripted and topical content. And I do a host of other things. I host shows, I cast, I do all types of stuff. So, and I'll probably be on Periscope tonight because my wife's getting her hair done. I usually take Friday nights off. Friday night, just got paid. I usually take Friday nights off because it's like family night and we watch movies or make sweet love to one another. And but she's getting her hair done, so I can't be making the sweet love when she's getting her hair done. So I'll probably go on Periscope and watch some movies by myself and eat some food. God bless you. God keep you. We will see you at the conference.